So I'm here at the airport waiting for Jenny to arrive. Flight's a little bit late, but that's fine.
Bonjour madame.
Bonjour monsieur, ça va? How was getting into the car? First time in Purdy with one of my actual teammates.
Rock on, Tommy! It was a bit of a challenge.
It feels quite safe though, doesn't it?
Very. I'm not coming out anytime soon. Not even on the roof.
As you know though, Purdy's not coming with us on Dame de Coeur in view of the fact that she's a 110, not a 90, and it's proper scratchy on Dame de Coeur and we don't want her to get damaged. So she's got to go back into the garage, which, as you can see, is a tight fit, but at least we know she's safe in there and Chris can get on with some jobs while we're away. So here we are, on the way to Dame de Coeur. Why am I sitting in Delilah's bonnet? Because we're driving along and we could smell fuel, quite a lot of fuel. So we stopped to see what was going on. Yeah, you can see a bit of a leak down there. And can you come and I'll show in the engine. So these little spill pipes here, this one was broken and this is the little bit that was broken off, and so the fuel was just pouring out. So we've cut this off, stuck that back on, and I've just been showing my backside to the world. And now we're ready to continue because we're resourceful. On our way to our meeting point for Dame de Coeur, we have an important place to go to, and that's to SSP. And these are the people who are going to be providing the service truck and mechanic for our Dakar Classic adventure. So it was really fabulous to go to their workshops and actually see these enormous trucks that are going to be there giving us support at Dakar, and to meet Julienne and the team. It's going to look after us.
Je vais aller voir 2 secondes.
Delilah looks tiny next to these huge trucks, but we'll be in good hands because Julien's got 4 other Land Rovers on his team, and we're the second all-girl crew that are going to go with him in 2026. Yeah. Then it's time to rendezvous at the meeting point for the Dame de Coeur, which is this incredible chateau about 18-20 kilometres from where the actual rally is based. Dame de Coeur is an all-female rally in aid of breast cancer research, and in the chateau courtyard all the teams are starting to assemble ready for the 2025 adventure, which is the 10th edition of the rally. So we're here at the Chateau de Doré. All the teams are forming up, ready for the rally. Delilah was first in. Hopefully we start first and we finish first, who knows. So here we are before Dame de Coeur. How are we feeling? Faffles. There's a lot of faffing going on. Swing round so you can see all the cars, lots of Land Rovers, which is good. Quickly around here, some more cars. 4 more to come. We're at the chateau and we're waiting for something to happen. basically.
Fabulous.
Don't know how much they weigh. Bonjour.
J'aurais dû me mettre de l'autre. Ok, ouais, voilà.
Good morning, world. We're ready for stage 1. It's 7:45 in the morning. We've had breakfast, we've got up, we've woken the campsite up, we've done the road book, and we're just waiting for we're second off, and I don't know where. Oh, I guess is the car in front of us, I presume. Who knows? Right, anyway, see you later.
I don't know.
You've got to find something hard. Find something.
Beg your pardon?
On this rally, at each checkpoint, there's little games or challenges or things to do just to break the day up a bit, which is sort of fun and amusing.
À un moment, tu vas te retrouver, c'est pas à droite, c'est pas à gauche. Tu fais là, c'est YMCA là.
As we approached the end of the morning stage, we had a strong smell of diesel again, but it wasn't coming from under the bonnet this time. It was actually leaking from the tank. So we stopped to see what could be done. We couldn't see anything wrong, but the tank goes underneath the footplate, so the next challenge was to attempt to get the footplate out. We still couldn't see anything, so we decided to continue a bit further, but then we ran into another problem.
So, explaining what's happening, driving along, something didn't feel quite right, and we're sort of thinking, what can it be? Something to do with steering. Anyway, turns out that this bolt under here on the, I guess that, I don't know what that's called, a trailing arm, whatever, is loose. So now what I've got to do, because we haven't got the right size spanner, is try and tighten it up. I don't know how it's come loose, but
Vibration.
yeah. It needs to go tighter than that. We'll see how much I can do. Just getting it on is the problem now, because it won't fit. If it was a socket, it's a lot easier, wouldn't it? I don't know how tight it's got to be. I'll have a look on the other side and see how much thread is through. It's quite as tight as the other side, but I'm not sure I can get it any tighter. This will be there, provided I have another wash. Oh, very good.
No.
At Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. Oh yeah. So it's the end of day one of Dame Dakar. It's been a long day. We left at 7:45 this morning. It is now 7 o'clock at night. So we've just got in. We were actually the second car to get back, and this morning we were the second car to leave. So we must have done something right. It was a bit weird though, because we've had a couple of problems today. So we have a fuel leak, which we can't actually find out exactly where it's coming from. But it only seems to be when the tank is full, so we're just going to have to keep the tank at a slightly lower level. It's not dripping all the time, so it's fine. The other problem that we had, as you've already seen, was the nut coming off the end of the, I think it's called a tie rod, but I will check that, and it will be on the bottom if I've got that name wrong. It's a tirant de pont in French, but I don't know what it is in English. Anyway, the bit that stops the back axle moving. So we fixed that. It's been a hard day, and the tracks have been really hard, and I think they've been more broken than they have been in previous years. Bigger rocks, lots of branches hitting the car. So yeah, it's been physically hard on us and hard on Delilah, but that's what she's built for. We've done it all, and we're here, and we didn't get stuck, and everything's good. So I'm quite pleased that we managed to find out the problem with the bolt and fix that ourselves. And tomorrow is another day, and we're knackered. I'm going to get a shower.
Day two. So the fuel leak hasn't got any better, but then again it hasn't got any worse either. So we decide to head out on the morning stage and see how we go. By this time I'm slightly paranoid about every clonk, so we have to just keep stopping to check that the car's okay. But she is.
Oh, some splodge. Big splodge.
Another checkpoint, another challenge. This time we have to do a sketch. I'm not going to bore you with all of it.
Le singe échue la branche.
By the time we get to the end of the morning stage, the fuel gauge is reading on the red. So we decide to fill up. This is a big mistake because now the fuel is just pouring out of the car, and we have no way of finding out where it's coming from. And as it's a lot worse than it was on the first day, we decide that we regretfully have to leave and take the road home. After a 9-hour drive home, during which we made frequent stops to put fuel in the tank because we daren't overfill it again because it just fell straight out, through very heavy rain, thunderstorms, etc., we got home probably 11:30 at night. Obviously, this wasn't the ideal end to the event, but we've done our part to help raise some much needed funds for breast cancer research. We're hoping to get some more footage from the rally to share with you next time, and we'll tell you what we found when we dropped the fuel tank.